I hope you enjoyed that video. Let's go ahead and dive right into our lesson. Today, we're going to focus on how you can describe different kinds of polygons. We're going to practice being mathematicians today and using very precise language as we describe polygons. Yesterday, we talked about what polygons are. We learned that polygons are two-dimensional or flat shapes that are closed, meaning that there are no openings for anything to go out or come in, and that they also must have three or more straight sides. We looked at examples of polygons and non-polygons, and we also learned two new words, side and angle. A side is that straight edge of a polygon, and an angle is the area inside the polygon where two of those sides meet. We're going to use that precise mathematical language today as we talk about our polygons. In this video, we learned that there were different names for polygons. You can classify or identify and name a polygon by its attributes, which are the characteristics or ways to describe it. The video showed us that each of our polygons have a different name based on the number of sides and angles that we have. Triangles have 3 sides and angles. Quadrilateral has 4 sides and angles. Let's take a look at those two words. If I want to talk about a triangle, I know that I've heard that word tri before. For instance, on a tricycle. When I was little, a tricycle is a vehicle that has 3 wheels. Quadrilateral has the word 4. Some of you might have gone on a quad, which is a 4-wheeler, and ridden around on that. So quad means 4. Pent or penta is the Latin root for the word or for the number 5. So a pentagon has 5 sides and 5 angles. In the video, we learned that the Pentagon that we talk about, where our government locates its military headquarters, that place has 5 sides. Hexagon has 6 sides and angles. I always remember hex because the number 6 has that X in it as well. Heptagon is 7 sides and 7 angles, with hept being the Latin word for 7. Octagon, 8 sides and 8 angles, and that might remind you of a creature called an octopus, and an octopus has 8 legs. This is my scary looking octopus coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and there's his 8th leg. So an octopus has 8 legs. Nonagon has 9 sides and 9 angles, and non and 9 are very similar. And a decagon has 10 sides and 10 angles, and the word decade means 10 years. We can also classify or identify a polygon even if the sides don't have different lengths. We talked a little bit yesterday about when we look at one of those shapes, we're really just counting its sides. We're really used to looking at these kind of shapes right here that all have sides that have the same length on them. But we can still make a polygon, and it can still have the same number of sides as one of these, but look very different because their sides have different lengths or different directions that they are going in. For instance, look at this hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like you see on a soccer ball right here. But when I look at this guy, it doesn't look anything like the hexagon I think about. But this is a two-dimensional or flat shape. It has a closed figure, and it has straight sides, and it happens to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight sides. So therefore, it is also a hexagon. So we can also help to classify or identify a polygon by its sides, even if they have different lengths. Here's a quick tip. When you become a 4th grader, you're going to know that any of your polygons that have the same length sides are called regular polygons, and any that have different length sides are called irregular polygons. Get ready to wow your 4th grade teacher. So as mathematicians, we use our attributes, there's that word, to identify, group, and sort polygons. Let's take a look at these two groups of shapes. What do they have in common? We'll call this group 1, and we'll call this group 2. You're right, group 1 and group 2 all have 4 sides. When I look at them, I can tell that that is what they have in common or the same. Everyone in group 1 has 4 sides, and every shape in group 2 has 4 sides. Now, how are the two groups different? Ooh, smart thinking, mathematician. When I look at all the shapes in group 1, I notice that they each have the same length on each side. But when I come over to group 2, even though they all have 4 sides, all 4 sides are not the same length. So although they're all quadrilaterals, they can be sorted into different groups based on the length of their sides. So when we're talking about our attributes, it could be the number of sides, and then we could break it down even more by the length of those sides. All right, so today when you complete your Nearpod, I want you to remember, click on Submit so I can see all your work. If you have trouble drawing or writing anything on your screen, try making the point of your drawing tool smaller. And if that doesn't work, you can always draw on a piece of paper and take a picture and message it to me in Edsby. Again, if for any reason you can't write on the screen, go ahead and write your answers down and then send it to me in Edsby. Good luck!